Hello everyone! Hello. Welcome on in, people. Hope you're all doing well out there. G'day. Did turn the music on, didn't I? No? Okay, we'll do that now. Hope you're all doing well on a lovely Thursday here in New Zealand. I say lovely, it rained where I was. But anyway, today on Rookie to Rorty, we've got these games coming up with Man City, Bayern in the Champions League. Honestly, around that, we should do alright. The next couple of months outside that Bayern game look pretty nice for us, unless we do stumble around Champions League and Carabao Cup. Mate, I will probably rotate for the Carabao Cup, but we'll get for October. Before then, though, we do have one more game in this window with England, and it is a rematch with Belgium, this time at home in the Nations League. If we win this, we're guaranteed to go through to the playoffs, which we probably should be doing anyway when we get to that November window when we take on Denmark and Romania on the road. But hopefully can make it a perfect free from free at Wembley. So that's what you got to look forward to tonight here on the channel. If you're looking forward to it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, a follow if you want to follow along and keep up to date here on Twitch. But hope you're all doing well out there. As I said, hope it's been a good day for you. What was I doing? Sorry, YouTube's acting weird in the build-up for some reason. So that's concerning. Speaking of concerning. Anyway, let's close that for the moment. Just sorry, keeping on the sugars. That's gone up nicely. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, I did some lollies before I got into stream. I tried to whiff them down too quickly. It was those pink Eskimos. And they went up the wrong way and I started to pink stuff coming out the nose, not bleeding nose, but actual lolly liquid, which was something. So we have got this game coming up against Belgium. Let's talk about actual stuff that's a lot more nice to talk about on stream. I've gone forward towards this game and scheduled stuff for Man City and whatnot. So hopefully our players will be fresh by the Saturday when we play there. We've looked good with tiki-taka so far, and especially in the games that weren't against Belgium, because Denmark aren't that far behind Belgium on the world rankings. There might have been an update actually since because they were like 17th and Belgium was 16th, I think. Now they're 19th, where Belgium 14th. So there's been a little movement there, but they're not that much better. So last time we tried to bypass the press a little bit and then go balance. We're just going to play through it now that we're at home. So we're going to do that. We have made some changes. If that prediction is still open, it still is. This is the team we're going to put out. So a couple of changes in defence. We've also got King in the midfield instead of Owen, just getting rid of the players who are a little bit tired this time. Matondo, one of those. And also, probably the biggest change is that we've got Nwaneri at right wing, Rio at left wing, because unfortunately we, at some stage during the week, lost probably the best player so far here at England. And that would be, once we find him, goodness me, we've had a few injuries. Doesn't even show up, but there it is. So Regan Hogarth, a groin strain, so he is out of this. So we're able to call up a player. It's Mikey Moore from, I think, Spurs. He comes in as an extra wing option, so we're going to chuck Ethan out right, see if he does better out there than he's been doing out left. So that is the change that we've been forced to make before this final game of the window. Hopefully it pays off, but a little bit concerned because Regan was going really well. So, yeah, that is worrying. Grant's got 2 goals. That's not since I got here, is it? Is it? Sorry, it's going to go back here. I don't think it must have been back from the Euros, it is. Yeah, okay. Because I was going to say he's been a bit disappointing so far. So hopefully get a result here and then we'll be in a good spot, I think, given it's our first window with this team. If we can knock off Belgium at home, we're looking pretty good for whatever we get in World Cup qualifying. I think the draw for that was coming out in December. So that's the thing off the back of the Nations League. But we'll get into this first game. It's our only one with England today. And let's see how we do. So there's the lineup. As I said, a couple of changes. Defence, we've got Mitchell and Brickell coming in. And King in the midfield. And also, obviously, Rio starts with no Sir Regan Hogarth. And there is our bench. We'll see how we deal with that. You see more Blades. Blades can feel a bit hard done by he's not starting, but we'll try Nwaneri out right, the Swiss Army knife who can kind of play everywhere and hopefully do a good job. So just resting the guys who aren't quite on the full green hearts, because it felt like that may have cost us in the first half against Belgium in the away game. Just a bit sloppy in the first half. We made the subs and also changed playing through the press, how we were doing that, and it was better. But we've got the home advantage this time. Very similar team, as you'd expect. Roger Willems, someone we're very familiar with from back at City before he ditched us for Napoli. Yeah, that's a decent team. But at home, being the #1 team in the world still, I think, we want to get the job done here. So let's hopefully start off with a win for England. It's a patchy-looking Wembley. 3 games in a week and a bit. Not coping too well. The crowd still comes though, so they're rocking a 4-2-3-1 Belgium. Let's see if we can pick up the W, and I think, yeah, win here apparently would seal our spot in the playoffs, according to the game, in the pre-match hype, so we'll see how that goes. As the teams make their way onto the field. And actually get the dress coat going there, don't I? I'm an international manager now. I can't wear a sweatshirt. Looks a bit half-assed, doesn't it? Although I'm a little bit afraid if I try and change the attire, the game's going to crash. So I might have to do that before Saturday stream, maybe. But here we go at Wembley. This will get us in a good spot before the knockout, well, the playoffs, they call them, in the serious teams. But, yeah, playing through the press this time, even though Belgium do a high press. Romania did spank Denmark 3-0 away, so that is the other game in our group. Going to be interesting to keep an eye on that one. But we tried to bypass the press away from home. We were pretty average with it. We were better when we went balanced. I'm just going to stick to play through it here. We are supposed to be the best team in the world, so, yeah. We should be able to play how I want us to play. Not encouraging signs early though. Although that's a help there from Mocchio, King, Nwaneri. Oh, dink over the top for Rio. And Gamoa! Rio! His name is Rio and he scores at Wembley. First goal for England. He's only 30-something years old now. We'll give you a chance. Big ups to Mocchio for just giving that to King. And Nwaneri with a lovely ball from outright. They're paying attention to Grant. Wasn't a good idea, and Rio can put that past Janssen. A goalkeeper I'd take over Simon in a heartbeat. But don't have to worry about that here because it's international management. Don't get those options. Early 1-0 lead. We have scored against Belgium. What we need to do now is do what we did in the away game and hold on, hopefully. Oh, nice short passing here. We have gone a bit backwards with that option, though. The Trout, out to Connor. Newton, the captain. In there for Rio, all the way back to Connor. Little dinky shot that. Not the most powerful one, but it forces a save out of Janssen. But early stages, we are getting on top here of the chocolate waffles. Well, the Red Devils, that's their official name, isn't it? They are more famous for the chocolate and the waffles, though, I dare say. Oh, we're just pinging the ball out to Rio, and it's paying dividends early. That's a clear pen. That's a clear pen. You can't do that. Whoever that was, he's having a right go at the ref there as Spitales. But that is a pretty obvious one from straight behind. We gave one of those away today at City in the Champions League, and it was very similar. So a chance now for Ethan Nwaneri. Got on the score sheet when we put him up top last time. Let's see if he does it here. Yes, not the greatest effort there from Janssen. But 2-0, so I think we stick with play through the press. It might be the home ground buffer. But we are already looking a lot better here than we did the first time we played Belgium. But Ethan Nwaneri, tried to butcher that name, didn't I? Buries it in the right-hand corner, and we've got a 2-goal lead. The cushion goal lead early here with the English. That's what we wanted. It's going to be actually interesting to see how we get on against those, I suppose you'd call them the lower sort of teams in that next window with the away fact about that, those Denmark-Romania fixtures, but given it's Denmark and Romania, hopefully we'll still be all right there. Would quite like another possibly before the half, just because then don't feel so worried about player fitness late in this one. Where you see quite a few guys down to yellows. Second game in the space of a couple of days and the fourth in this window. Connor does some great work. Does well to keep it there as well. In there, it's a block shot. King, Nwaneri, there's the third goal. A little bit scrappy at the end, but we worked it well and eventually put it in the back of the old onion bag. This is not going well for Belgium. Whoa, wasn't that? Yeah, how was that actually, Alexander? Over on YouTube, you went to the pre-season game, didn't you? But that is a nice goal for us. This is a really good performance, actually. Probably our best one so far. 3-0 up over Belgium. So I think we've got the tactic right from the get-go. Now, Nwaneri's on a hat-trick, but he's a bit cooked, isn't he? We might give him a little bit of time to get that going. Yeah, I mean, honestly, none of these guys play for City, so I can just knacker them out before the next. Finish 3-1 Everton. Ah, okay. It was Everton Newcastle, wasn't it? I should remember. I'll do a Google quickly. We'll just go for that same team in the second half because I want Nwaneri to get a hat-trick. Yeah, Newcastle. Okay. Got it up in the background. Okay. Decent for Everton, that result, actually. I'll tell you what, Newcastle. Ooh. They will be a little concerned going into this season, given their off-season, I'd say. Yeah, both teams played strong sides. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Newcastle's going to be a very interesting watch this season. That could be a good beta, that could be... I think I mentioned the other night, I didn't really know what I was going to do for the beta. Newcastle's a shout this time. Even though they've just got a new manager. Oh, this is good. This is good. Was he on? I'm not sure. It's going to depend if he timed that run well, which he did. The players are celebrating. 4-0. Lovely. Right, I think we can make some subs now. But this is what we get from City as well. Just Grant with that hold-up play, and it's a beautifully timed run from King after he shuffles it on to the captain, Newton. Good finish. 4-0 over Belgium. This is what we like to see. Right, we'll get the red heart players off, just may as well. So, Edwards off and Nwaneri having a very good game outright. We'll get... do I want to play Blades here? I might not play him just because I'm thinking of City here. We might give some game time to Williams Barney. Why not? Why not? The Liverpool lad, we can tie him out a little bit instead of a City guy. Absolutely diabolical from me there, denying one of my players a cap for England, but Mitchell's still a bit iffy for our first game back from the break, so yeah, I'm not sure if we are going to be starting Blades or not, so we better save him up just in case, as Belgium do start to hit us here, but we do stop it. Even Beto came on. Ooh, jeepers. Must have been comfy. Right, Trout. Cody on for him. That was a bit harsh on Beto, wasn't it? Grant's been very average for me. Not going to waste a sub, but he has been... I mean, to be fair, that was harsh. He did help out with the goal we just scored. It's his link-up play that does it. Newton's a bit tired. Try and leave the captain out there a little bit longer and see who else needs a sub. He's only playing in Saudi, so it doesn't matter as much. Okay, Denmark this time beating Romania, so that's going to keep things interesting. Oh, Tierno Berry. Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, we're getting Newton off here for, I think, what have I got in the midfield? I might have to chuck on. We will chuck on Blades this time, because I think I've got to do that. And let's give some minutes to, good old Simmons coming back from injury. We could take off Rio. But Mikey Moore, we might do that actually. Have a look at him while we've got him in the team. Oh, there's voice going already. I had to take the wife the other morning to the like emergency doctor, not like the emergency, but like the when you can't get a booking in time at the usual GP doctor here in New Zealand. So they have a emergency one at the hospital. She's like injured her finger and wrist lately playing violin, so we need to try and get onto that, right? And of course, you're sitting there and like, there's people just like quite sick around you. Probably should have worn a mask, like they cough it like that. And the weird thing is there's lots of empty seats available. They all sit right next to someone else. I don't know why they do that, especially when they're coughing and things. It's quite weird how people do that. They want to sit next to someone and like pass it on. So hopefully I'm not coming down with anything there. 4-0 though, that's a really good result. That is a very, very good result to in that window. 3 wins, 1 draw, and honestly, I think we know what we did wrong in the draw, so that's good. That is a good result. And we are on 10 points. Yeah, we are through because Romania and Denmark can't catch us. So we are through to the quarterfinals, not the playoffs. So that's good. Hopefully we beat Romania and Denmark next window, and we are going to get a nice draw there against the second place team. So it could be Portugal, Austria, Northern Ireland. That group's still relatively open. Spain are romping it. Germany or Greece, probably Germany. Let's be real in Group 3. France or Italy in Group 4. In the Nations League A, Ireland and Poland. Not quite doing so well, but you sort of see what's going on there. In terms of the Nations League A, here are the other results. From further down, I have been scouting on the goal scorers, but off camera, if people score more than 1 goal, maybe I should do it. We'll scout the Romanian lad. Apparently we already know him, so we won't. Yeah, we should be good. Right, but that is a pretty sweet window for us there. And we remain first. Oh. Yes, yeah. South Africa, 61st, 17th. What? Was there an AFCON? What have they... They beat Morocco, drew with Guinea and Cameroon, and they've gone up from 61st to 17th. That can't be right. That's a very high rise for that. Where's Morocco? 33rd men's. That will help. 20. Yeah, that can't be right. That's bug. I don't know what to make of that. Anyway, that's a good result. So back onto the Man City side of things. Over here we go. That is a win in the EFL Trophy. That's handy. Now, one thing I did do in that little period I played between those 2 internationals, the end of yesterday and the start of today, is I have offered Martins a new contract. The key with that is the release clause. So it is still going to be there, but he wants 154 million instead of 85 million, which good, because he's probably worth about that. So this is going to terrorize our wages, because I think he's on 250k a week now too, but I think that's a good move. So we've sorted that out. And England duty ends, leaving the camp buoyant. Love that. Getting them on our side early, hopefully. Oh yeah, Barry did get the first goal, didn't he? Barry, Indi penalty, Tyreek George late, Harvey Barnes with a consolation goal. Okay. Adam is now at Everton. Okay. So just looking at this team now, Tyler Dibbling. And they got a call up in this. Yeah, it's pretty close to full strength, wasn't it? So that's interesting. Not that I support either of those teams, but good little guide before the season starts. Right, he's not very good. Mitchell is back. Love it. That is good because he's been one of the better players since we signed him. We're still getting messages over here, are we? Yeah, Mikey Moore and Gamoa, love that. The experienced lad's doing well. One thing I didn't keep track of during the windows, though not that much happened. That was quick, so we should be sweet. I will just keep a quick eye on fitness shortly too, just to make sure our guys recover in time for Sunderland. That's who we got first up in the City side of things tonight in the Prem. Got a little gap, but not as much as I was hoping after that loss to West Ham yesterday. But we're 2 clear of Aston Villa and then 3 clear of West Ham. So we're doing all right. Top of the league. Can't complain about that with some of the teams we've already played. And we've won both our Champions League games as well, which is quite nice. Both away. Marseille and before that it was Genk. Bayern a lot tougher, but we've got home ones now. So hopefully that's going to benefit. Ooh, right now, we just top up. Sorry, it's just diabetes. The good old going down quite significantly before stream and then trying to fix it. Now it's going up significantly. Right, we have got say we can give some minutes to here. The rest, though, I think will be okay. Yeah, we're still getting England. John Ward. He's a Kiwi. Scout him, please. Yes. Have a look at him, please. Feels a bit harsh pinching him from New Zealand, but let's see if the Evertonian's any good. Say seems harsh. It's harsh because I'm a Kiwi. Let's be real. Otherwise, not harsh at all. Rather pinch English Australians or something, but yeah, there seems to be more English Kiwis than most nationalities. Piver back from food poisoning. That is good. Yeah, so what's our team looking like here? We've got Piver, who's back tomorrow. Yep, that works. Should be a strong team we can put out here. Just not sure about Tommy Mitchell. Wanted by Real Madrid. Oh, that's slightly scary. Okay, I don't really care about that at this point. He'll be fine. We don't need to talk to him about an injury that doesn't affect us. And we're good going into this. Keep the players upbeat. And yeah, so we've got Sunderland a whole week gap before Wolves, Bayern, Newcastle. But a lot of home games coming up. We've had a few away early in the season, so get a good little stretch here at the Etihad. So hopefully make the most of that. That's a good result. Postima double. Looks Sheep Station got one as well. But that is a good result. And we are heavy favourites here as expected. So a partial pass for Mitchell. Santos got injured somehow. I'm guessing that was international duty, but he's fine for a full game here. As we're about to take a team on who have takeover rumours persisting. The days when we had that here at City, but imagine nothing. Tell you what, Kanate is performing for that youth team. He is performing it. Does it show up here? 6 appearances starting. It says 16 overall, but he's really starting to score some goals as the youth intake prospect from last season, so that's good. He is looking like a bit of a baller. We're playing now. Okay, let's do a save and get a prediction going. If my computer lets me. Jeepers, that was sketchy. Right. How long has it been since City? There it is, and we are at home. It would have been a while because I couldn't do the one yesterday because apparently Blackburn's a too bad of a name to do a prediction on. Right, we're playing Sunderland. This should be safe. Got to remember that next time we play Blackburn, I've got to call them just Rovers or something unoffensive, according to Twitch. It's like Voldemort, the team that shall not be named. But Sunderland, they're 10th. They're not going too badly, but hopefully a good chance for us here to extend our gap on top of the table. Put some pressure on Villa and West Ham, the claret and blue teams. So we'll rock this lineup. Mitchell is 45, so yeah, he's staying on the bench. Chakasay shouldn't be the goalkeeper, but I trust the game to have actually got that right, because I think that's just a visual bug. If it's not, that will be a reload, because it's a dumb one. But back in we go. Rico Lewis, Owusu Adulo, that's right. That's right. Craig Brandt, player that we just had in the England team. I saw the 18 was scoring a few goals in the Nations League as well. But yeah, this is a team that we should be able to handle. Home form, we'll say home form. And into this we go. Not worried. Momentum. I think we've got enough. And in we go back to City. They're rocking the 4-2-3-1, so a very similar situation to what we just had in the Belgium game with England. But back to a gegenpress instead of a tiki-taka system. Same roles though, so yeah, if we... I wonder if we don't have as good a team in comparison here at City to teams that we're playing, so yeah, probably not worth doing the same at both. Tell you what, it's a stylish manager for Sunderland. That is a stylish pair of yellow glasses and the jacket. The flannel and the... That is glorious. If it was in team colours, even better, but it's not. As Blades starts to cook early. Santos out to Belgrab. He's back from injury. Very handy. Have a few returning. Oh, Santos, he's through here. And he took on the shot. Maybe he should look to square that for Chicane, but an early corner. Only 30 seconds in. Chicane to take it. Whips it in into the centre. Giovanni had all the space in the world to clear it. He has. Blades, though, gets us back on the attack. Chicane. Trujillo. We're going backwards. That's a concern. And think, oh, Route 1. Welcome in, Route. Hope you're doing well. There's Chicane. Trujillo. Morning. Yeah, evening from down here. Hope you're doing well, man. Give you a shout out. Decent creator himself. Sorry, decent. Great, very good creator. as we're on the attack here with City. First game back from the international break we had with England. Trying to hold top spot in our Premier League defence. As Georgiev gets going, the Bulgarian. Back for Piver. That's an absolute rocket off the post. On top early, but no pay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Getting close to the end of the week here. Thursday night, so one more day to go. Friday Pie Day. That's always something to look forward to. No, I'm doing good. Doing good. As we're on the attack again here. Felipe Santos. Georgiev. Here's the Trujillo run. Mexican Magic and upcoming. Martins. Okay, that's the one that goes in. Owusu Adulo somehow lets that go past him. That is not great from the lad who technically we bought at Napoli. Oh, no worries, Root. Yeah, technically we bought him in our time at Napoli. It's just that we didn't actually do it. It was the board when they took over transfers, when they got salty that we were leaving for City and started to buy and sell players without us having any actual say over it. And we still won Serie A. It's, oh, whoops. Do I need to actually look at the amount of ads on, because I haven't touched it. Do I need to actually look at that, do I? A lot of people come in and mention the ads these days. I turned off the AI thing that I only realised was a thing because I saw Zela mention it on his stream earlier. Right, there's a major foul in behind there, but Trio probably should have scored anyway. And Sunderland, they will cling on. Must have gone out there somewhere. So we have a throw-in. But all over them early. Another goal would be great here. Get that 2-goal lead, give Mitchell some minutes to work his way back into the first team after his long-term injury. Doing a lot down this left-hand side here, though. Georgiev again. He's going to take that on himself. Martins, there he is. Back. Nice route. Yeah. A lot of people mention the ads. I haven't touched them. I might need to tone them down. But Martins makes it 2-0. The lad that we have hopefully now sorted out his release clause, because it was 85 million and that was way too cheap. So once he signs the new contract, 154 million. Much more like it. Especially at a club where we're only getting 25% of the transfer revenue because of the whole 200 million debt situation we walked into back in the championship. This very weird situation we walked into here at City in the late 2030s. But got that 2-goal lead now, so it's going to be good. Got a week until Wolves and then a few days until Bayern in the Champions League. So honestly, the next month we should get the job done well domestically. Yep, Blades puts that one away. Just as long as we can do it with the European games, which we weren't having to contend with last season. But Joseph Blades, tell you what, he's made a run from a fair way back there, actually. Just snuck his way up. They were all paying attention to chicane. Blades just sneaks that one through. Owusu Adulo. Mate, what were Napoli doing? It was on a free, but what were Napoli doing picking you up? And selling Golob to Bayern for 80 million. That was a poor bit of work. This is nice. Good return from the break, which doesn't always happen with the City team. Apart from West Ham, we play really well with the City team. West Ham away, it's the bogey fixture with their 2-metre tall giant with his 20 jumping reach, which is just ridiculously unfair. And to be fair, it wasn't even he didn't really do much in that game yesterday, so I can't even blame that. Like I could last year, it was just we just played like rubbish. There's Piver, Trujillo, or Santos loves a long shot. That wasn't far off. Wasn't far off there, the top right corner, but that should do it for the first half. Oh no, okay, we're gonna get the FM26 highlight situation, are we? Not a lot for a minute and a half here, I suspect. Rico Lewis in a Sunderland shirt. Interesting situation. Not my doing, obviously. We've only been here for 2 and a bit years. Oh, okay, nice from Georgiev there. Felipe, Medina. We've got 30 seconds. This is going to be a bunch of nothing, isn't it? Although, have I put the good curse on the chicane? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I have. It's where the 20 composure and 18 finishing shows. 4-0 right before half time. This is as good as done, and it might be nicely timed actually. You can give some of these midfielders a rest in the second half, maybe. Off the back of the international break, it's probably quite handy to just give them a little bit extra. 4 players on yellow, so we'll see what we do with that at half time or early in the second, but that's a tight angle. Owusu's not having a good half, is he? But chicane picks up a goal. Our captain, 4-0, about as comprehensive a half as you get. But that's good. Is anyone still tired? Not really. All the guys I was thinking about taking off are actually playing quite well here. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on fitness in the second half, but very happy fellas. Keep it going. They've made a lot of changes, and that's not showing great signs early. As they give us the ball, and now we've got it a few minutes into the half. Medina has space to go on a bit of an adventure. Over the top, it's going to be for Blades, not Martins, as it threatened to be early. Belgrub back from injury. Blades, Martins, 5. There we go. And he completes a hat-trick. So now he can safely take him off. He won't get upset. And yeah. I think it's probably good that we've got him a new contract on the table with a £70 million higher release clause. That's, I think, smart from me there. Because let's be real, that was really dumb what I did last season when I offered him a contract and still gave it to him when he was worth 150 odd and we gave him an 85 million release clause, but thankfully no one triggered it in the pre-season. We'll get Berniers on there. We'll deal to that. We'll get Blades off, playing well, but Mitchell's coming back from injury. So we'll get some minutes into him here while we've got a good chance. Get that fitness up before the big Bayern game. Ivor's a bit tired. We'll still do the sub here, actually. We'll take both these guys off, actually. Onadira and the casserole. Let him cook in the midfield. Right. Early subs, but look after those guys who no doubt played a fair bit of football. Fuchs has got a goal. For Fuchs' sake. Saves us clean sheet bonuses, and when you're a club in net debt, it's not too bad actually. It's just a bit of a soft goal. Bit of a soft goal, isn't it? But the lad who's assisted that scored quite a few in that Nations League while we were getting through it with England. And just the defence have just not really defended there. Oh, don't you dare. Not went on 5-1 ahead FM. Thankfully, no freeze. Onadira free kick. What can the Japanese international do here? Oh, he's not far off. Crashes into the crossbar. Hydration up. Oh, that's a very nice header from Medina. Not sure we got the pace on that one. Chicane. Fabi, Furniers, Mitchell. First game in about a month and a half. Oh, it was nice footy there. Just they put the bodies in the way of Trujillo. Okay, Okay, was about to praise. We'll wait. Trujillo free kick surely isn't a shot. Surely we're going to go. Oh, okay. No, it is a shot. He's a thing a stinker. I'm sorry, the goalie. He's not going well, is he? Like, you've got to cover that. Like you can. Why has he tried to parry it over? He's on a higher rating than Simon. You know, I don't really rate Simon, despite him apparently being the best goalkeeper in the world according to the game. But he's certainly not played as badly as their goalkeeper today, even with the lack of shots. Like, there's a couple in there that Owusu Aduro should be doing a lot better with, it feels like. Although, he might get caught into action here, Simon, because Fuchs is on it again. Going to take it on tight angle. Yeah, he's done a save there from a deflected shot, it looked like. It should boost his rating a little bit. No, okay. Shows how much I know about ratings. Goalkeepers are just wildly inconsistent this year, though, it feels like. Even the really good ones. Like Wu Jin from back at Batiste wasn't exactly great all the time. I think that's quite comfortably offside. But he was a lot better than Simon, and still, and that is indeed offside, still had the odd shocker, most notably in a freaking Champions League final, but I suppose he was a former Spurs player against his former club. But that is where the offsides occurred. Klutic. Well off there, so we've still got a 6-1 lead. In a game that really has been over since just before half-time. We took a 4-0 lead into the sheds, thanks to chicane. Medina is going to get himself in trouble. No, he's done well there. Barbie. Oh, that's a nice ball for Onadira. Oh, that was a choice. Hit the post. I mean, I don't hate it the way the goalie's going. Well, grab. Someone make the run for him? No? Okay. Now this is where, but anyone who signed up for FM27 play testing, which should be most of us, because if you're watching an FM stream, you're probably into that, aren't you? Dynamic mode. If they can sort that out, that'd be quite nice. I feel like in this situation, instead of me sitting on key highlights and getting that sort of thing, which isn't a great chance, let's be real. In theory, it sounded really good before the game came out, didn't it? And I tried it back in the beta, admittedly, so quite a while ago. It dragged on quite a... It was a bit too much. Not that this hasn't been, but it just seemed a little bit in need of tweaking. Yeah, dead set. How's he got a 7.2 when we've scored 6 past him? They're really having a go at the defence in front of him there. But we've played really well there. Outside the goal that we conceded. 6-1. Very good result, guys. Against 10th in the league. Not even an awful team. So we'll take that. Yeah, very big result, Lacey. Yeah, it helps our chat. Yeah, we want to take advantage of it. Nice. Right, so we'll see how the rest of the weekend plays out. Weird that we're the only team that have played the 7th game on a Saturday. All right, we're just playing. What's everyone else doing? Why are we the only team playing this week? We're getting ahead for the Champions League or something. It's a bit of an odd one. Anyway, got a bigger gap. Not sure what it means. 2 million, will we? Okay, that's annoying. Might need to use some of that money to get my wages under control once Martin signs his new contract. Right, yep, we are good on that front. FA Cup. Okay, he has signed his contract because the work permit decision's coming in at a certain date. So good stuff for us there. Also, before I forget, because it's been a while, the World Cup 11, I've simmed it. I haven't got around to recording the video. I'll get to it at some stage, guys. Apologies. I need to sort the script out and get the highlights, which admittedly on this year's game does take a while. So it's in the to-do pile. Don't worry. You might get an original YouTube video of me this year yet, outside of the team one that I did before the game came out. Trujillo's on fire. Lovely. Praise him. Yep, I sorted out all the training before stream, so we should be good at least for tonight. And yeah, wake to Wolves. One of the very few away games we've got today. Yeah, we'll try and get through all of October. Not that that's a lot, but we might get through a bit more. We'll see. Right, so here's Martin's new deal. 85 million up to 154. The contract is the big one there. He's still probably worth that, but given we signed him for 16 million, I can cop losing him for 150 something, a lot more than 85. If I could copy either way, but he's been very good. I don't want to lose him for well under his value, so we will happily take that. England, not interested at the moment about England. We've got a month till our next games. Let's just get on with City, please, FM. Yes, that. How do you think I feel, Eve? That's good that he's signed that contract, because it's a lot better than what it was, that release clause. High press. So here, I don't mind bypassing the press. And we'll see what our ass man says, because we actually have a decent one here, actually informs us of that stuff, unlike with England. Manu after Spitales, who gave the penalty away against England to start the stream. Interesting choice. Now, Wolves, they are also smack bang mid-table. Now, Mitchell, we might give him a cheeky 45 here in a quiet week. You can get 60 in, and so can Say. Before we get into the full midweek madness sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll get Jimmy onto that training. Should be sweet there. We are just. Yeah, okay, I might still adjust this. Give me a solid 100 spare or something. We'll go about there-ish. That's what I want. Bit more comfy on the wage side after that Martin's contract extension. The one downside of it, we've had to pay him an extra 75k a week or something. But probably worth it given the stats we saw before. As we still get FA Cup qualifying. That's probably going to pop up too soon, is it? We try and defend that. The domestic treble from last season. think we're okay at the moment. We'll keep some of those other players down where they get more game time. Your Sheep Stations, Rose Langfords, Caserta. I think still we've got transfer listed. If we could get 40 million for him, given we've got a youth intake prospect, similar quality and higher potential, wouldn't hate that. Would help sort the club finances out nearly completely. So that would be nice. Oh, Buxton early, yeah, the Bucks, not good from them. From the FM24 version of the save, our starting team, when they were in a massive hole from memory. We had to really rescue them, and we just did enough. And then the game gave us a massive takeover. My Spy, thinking about getting FM26, but it looks so complicated, so much going on. Any tips if I get it? How can I make it easier to get into and actually enjoy playing it? So, I see, now I had an idea earlier of doing some YouTube tutorials. The one issue is it's at the complete wrong end of the cycle, isn't it? What you can do, there is a demo that you can get on Steam, I'm pretty sure. You can get a couple of hours or a season or something free. So you can always use that. But in terms of tips, to start off with, take over a team that you are very familiar with. Either that, so a team you support, or one of the big fish in a small pond sort of team. So you're like your Salzburgs in Austria, those sort of teams. JDT in Malaysia's a shout. Arguably Celtic in Scotland. Those sort of teams, New Saints in Wales, like those teams who should be comfortably winning, PSG in France, Bayern in Germany, that sort of stuff. They're good ones to sort of tend to learn it. What you can do, we'll get out of the national stuff because that's completely different, is go, this responsibilities tab is very useful because what you can do is you can delegate tasks to other people. It looks like a lot, and admittedly there's board you can't change, so just ignore that one, but you can have it so that the scouting is handled by the scouting staff. You can delegate order recommended or take control of the areas that you actually want to do. So you can like do the transfers, but other people find the players. You can skip the interviews, which highly recommended, I'd say. The press conferences, training, you can delegate some of this if you want for that sort of stuff. So these screens here are useful because it can make sure that you aren't doing the stuff that you haven't dove into yet. You can sort of do it phase by phase of the game. So that is a handy one. Because yeah, I really do transfers, individual training, but not general training. Obviously, tactics I'm mainly in charge of, although you still get advice. And even set pieces someone can do for you. So you can actually delegate quite a bit of it. So that's a handy screen as well. But in general, a team that you know quite well is a good place to start. Or one that's expected to be quite dominant. Just while you figure out the systems. And also, when you're doing the tactic side, the thumbs up are quite useful. You'll get suggestions. So probably start from there. And you'll also get shape suggestions for both in and out of position as well. If we go here, you'll get that stuff too. So that is quite useful too. I might have to do something on YouTube for 27 maybe. It's probably a bit late to do it for 26, isn't it? Might end up going down that route because the big dog who used to do all the tutorials isn't doing tutorials these days, is he? So we might lean into that maybe on the YouTube side for next year's game. Yeah, definitely a demo first. I'd try a season if that's what they give you. But yeah, you probably get through like one season's good because then you know sort of the general overall flow of the game. I was going to say 6 months because you can get one window in the games, but yeah, then you've also got like the youth system and stuff if you go for a full year. So I'd say 1 year if that's possible. I will just quickly check actually how long. I'm sure you can get us. I'll check how long that demo is. Although, just bring up a thing. Oh, I see. So you get 6 months in game months. So yeah, you probably do that. I'd go through most of that, but you I'd try out the 6 month save until it says you now have to buy the game. For some reason I thought it was a whole season, but it's 6 months. So I suppose the one thing you do is when you're doing the game setup is make sure you've got the first transfer window turned on so you can see if you like that side of it too. Right, what are we doing here? Nothing different. We'll stick to what we're doing. We set up before. Postim is in good touch. The striker we signed to replace Liam Martin. I suppose the other thing too is try and avoid a club massively in debt. If you can find that out, there's a good result for us. That's a good result for us because Arsenal are, even with that win, quite a wee way behind second place Aston Villa. So that's good. We've now got a 5-point gap, legitimately, at least until West Ham and Chelsea and Man U play. But Wolves on the road, so yeah, as I said, probably one of the few away games we're going to have tonight. So I think we will actually dip into November a little bit. Now I see the time. Let's say that, we'll see. Some of those games do drag on a bit, like Sunderland, so we'll see if I might be telling porkies there. But we're about to get into this one. So Wolves away, let's get a prediction going. They sit in 10th. Let's just do this. So Wolves. I'll go back far too far to find a away City game. Now we've had a couple with England. So prediction live, they're 11th after the Arsenal win. And a win here, very handy for us if we can get the job done. Go up to 21 after the 8 games played. West Ham Spurs, that's not a given. Chelsea, Brighton away, Liverpool, Blackburn away. There's enough nuisance games there where if we can make the most of this, could be quite handy. And we've just a auto save. Let's get into it then. West Ham, 2-0. Never mind. So they are now second. So that loss to them is not looking nearly as bad as I thought it would. Now, how's Tommy Mitchell? He is up to 75. 75. Blades is going quite well, though. We might leave it for the moment and give him some late minutes, and hopefully he'll be sweet for Bayern. The former, I mean, they're both formerly of Chelsea, but the one that we paid for is the Wolves team. Every time I play them, I mention that right-hand side defence should be really good. So I'm going to do it again because they've been kind of rubbish when I've mentioned it so far. So it's great. It's great defence, this Wolves defence. Pick up where you left off. You played well last time. That Jesse Whitewick's also quite decent because I used to scout him at previous clubs. So yeah, he goes all right, the former Arsenal player, and one of those more forward midfielders that rock in the same formation we do. So we'll see who's got the better 4-3-3. suppose the other thing too is if you like the pretty graphics and stuff, Premier League's not a bad option. And one of the licensed leagues before you get into the world of mods. Because that is a very large rabbit hole. But underway we are here at the Molyneux. Wolves v City, Hogsburgerly yellow. Hopefully that's something we can make the most of. And Simon. Now to Georgiev. We ping it up to Trujillo early and off he goes, the Mexican. Oh. Too much pace. I don't know why Blades. If he kept running onto there, he might have actually been able to put that away, but probably should have been a cross instead of a shot, but early chance. DD, I'm good. How are you doing, mate? Okay, Wolves actually coming at us after that initial shot we had, which is a touch concerning. We'll encourage. No worries. Good to hear, man. On as usual around this time. I'll try and stick to my schedule. Is Colaziol, Michaud. Oh, good block there from Martins. Playing like a high money player, which he is now. It's $250k a week. Trujillo, shot gets blocked. Yeah, the good old streaming schedule's a bit of a... I think I've sealed into it now. It's nice. Yeah, it's always a thing, eh? I mean, ideal world, I'll be doing it at the same time every day, but you know, is what it is. Night time during the week after work and during the day on the weekends suits pretty well. Right, Liverpool and Chelsea are both winning, so that's a little bit annoying, seeing as we are not getting shots off target. Yeah, exactly. I do prefer... Well, hopefully it didn't cancel out something good for us. Would be nice to keep the same time all the time, but yeah, it happens. Right, that was a pretty average half, wasn't it? We're not going awfully. We've got more XG, but we are kind of going awfully, now I say that. No shots on target. So we'll get Trujillo off. He's not doing too well. Get a bit of Yonezawa. Piva's a bit... Yeah, Onodera's been great of late, so we'll do that sub as well. Never gonna Vivu. How are you doing? Can I say we scored versus both Croatia and Czech Republic? Or whatever they're called as... Oh, that's good. Nice work there with Gibraltar. Good stuff, TD. Yeah, so we'll bring on the two Japanese lads for the guys who aren't going too well, and Piva and Trujillo. And hopefully just get A into G a little bit more. And not let these teams close the gap on us. Shooting, not good enough. That's the clear message. 0 shots on target. Just about to go to sleep. Oh, dear. What time is it where you are, Viv? You also in America or New Zealand? Got to be one of those, doesn't it? Probably America. Just don't look at our run to... Oh, okay. All right, what? Georgiev injury. Right, I'm going to take him off. The goal differential. I know the one you mean. Right, I'm not going great here, are we? Goal, yeah, that's the one. Right, we'll go balanced it. We're doing exactly what we did against England. Against Belgium here. But I just want to see if it gets us going. Because this is the most average we've looked in a little while since West Ham. I might regret this if we concede, but we should At least West Ham are up there. Right, get out chicane. Oh, no, chicane. Oh, we're going to knock defend. Okay. I might go back to what we were doing. Trust what the assistant said. What's going on for these players out here today? We'll get Mitchell on. That's probably a smart sub now. And see what we do with the final one. Playing too many sports. It's all, yeah. It's all good. Yeah, the goal/points differential. Right, demand more, guys. Oh, jeez. I think that was a Wolves corner. So I might got away with that. Right, if we're going to make one more sub here, what's going to be the big difference maker? Bold call. Mason up top. And I just don't love how we're playing. Play through the press instead. Worked against Sunderland. Am I gonna stuff this up? It might. A corner to Wolves. Mason heads it away. Oh, okay, get away with that. Is our eyes on the Champions League too much, is it? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Okay, not great that. Pretty poor game. 0-0. It's not a loss, which honestly, we were pretty crap there, weren't we? More shots, more XG, but just never really looked like scoring, apart from that really early highlight to Trujillo. So their defence has actually done well for once, which to be fair is their strong point. So we cop it. We'll still be top, but yeah, I suppose we say we're happy. You're right, TD. Don't worry. It's probably just a pre-Champions League thing, honestly. Spurs. Where are Spurs? They're sort of on the brink, I think. As you know, because West Ham beat them, so probably not actually now. I don't know about the injury, Eve. Not yet. Spurs, where have they gone? 12th off the back of that loss to West Ham. So we've got a 4-point gap. We've played one more game. It's a bit of a blow for us there. The one team that we've lost to does check out, to be fair. We've beat Chelsea, Villa and Liverpool and lost to West Ham. So the table says a lot right now. It's starting to take pretty solid shape. Now, cool. 4 to 5 weeks for Georgiev. That's not great. Okay. So that is going to be a couple of changes. So Fabio will come in and start. Down you go, and let's call up at left back. I think it is Rosie. So we'll do that. And we may as well. Oh, he needs a rest, does he? Call up the sheep as well. And that hopefully works. Okay, that will do the trick. Let's kick on. So Bayern at home. He is a little bit Spursy. They've been very wild during the safe Spurs. Good enough to win Champions Leagues and the Premier stages, but they are starting to fall off again a little bit. Who is managing them these days? Oh no, Nagelsmann stayed. Okay, because he was wanted by a couple of clubs or national teams actually. But yep, Nagelsmann is still there. Even Bayern, I think, we're after him for a third stint in charge. Oh yeah, we need to rest our guys too. So we are resting him. We'll rest these guys a bit too. I don't think that's an upset based on the table. But anyway, we won't argue with the media. Okay, bit of scouting. I think there's a lot of guys I was just keeping an eye on during the Nations League, just because they were playing well. And quite a few of them aren't that good. Despite doing quite... Oh, you are. How do we not know about you? Chat, you're too expensive, that's probably why. Still, we should have known about you. Right. Bayern, I dare say high press. Yep, so we'll try and bypass the press again. It does tend to work against the bigger teams. So we end up all over the place in that Wolves game trying to figure out how to break them down. Which might have been the wrong idea, but I mean, then we only have 3 shots on target. It's probably just our attackers. But definitely the biggest game we've had in this comp so far. Where are Bayern? There, who'd they lose to? They beat Trabzonspor. Lost 4-1 to Liverpool. Okay, we beat Liverpool 2-0. And it was pretty comfy from memory to start the season. So, yeah, hopefully get a job done here against a team who we could have looked to jump ship to in the off-season if we really wanted to. But I'm a loyal one, at least at the moment. And admittedly, I did think I was holding out hope for the England job, and I thought that would get me sacked from City, but apparently I can do both. I legitimately thought that was just a thing when you'd set up the save. I'm very accommodating, City, in that regard. Just a shame about the crap finances. Okay, a bit more scouting. This will probably be the same situation. Now, under 21s. If we're getting busy now, so I don't know if we want to play too many down there. Yeah, not a lot of good here, is there? Yonezawa, no. No, that's not great ideas, guys. Don't rate those coaching suggestions. So I actually got Chelsea, who are going quite well early in this comp, Chelsea. Man U, Sunderland. Get up, Sunderland. Okay, yep. Never mind. Okay, 4-0. They have looked very good at times this season, City. 6-1 over Everton, 3-0 over Arsenal, that over Sunderland. They have also lost at Newcastle, although they might be better than table position suggests there, Man U. They're probably a bit further down than where they should be. Oh, we've got our former player that never played for us because he was sulky about the championship. McGuinness, the Scottish hero, going to take on here. Corey McGuinness. And they've also got Golob from Napoli, the cheap goalkeeper we bought him from Benfica. So there's a couple of former players we've had in the save that we're going to be taking on here. So that's interesting. Tell you what, Postima is going like a house on fire down there in the under-21s. 10 games, 7 goals, 5 assists for our purchase from Groningen. Rate that. Okay, Chelsea are 16th. Got that wrong. For some reason I thought they were doing a lot better in the Champions League. They have also lost to Ajax. Oh my days. Scout that guy's got a double. Eintracht Frankfurt spanking Lille's a bit of a shocker as well, actually. Leipzig over Monaco. Rosenborg over Nice. Okay, there's a couple of interesting ones there. Roma going quite well there. Interesting. Right, what are we doing here? Not a lot different. Cool. Should be set up kind of well, apparently. Surprise result. That was a surprise result. I'll accept that one game. England lads, no one going terribly there. Good to see. Right, get a prediction going. So, hosting Bayern. That is now live. Might give Mitchell a start here too, actually. See what that partial pass. Maybe we don't, but we'll see. I was hoping he'd be fit for this. Yeah, under 18s get one over the split. We'll chuck a save on and crack into this one. Oh, hometown tunes. Well, I think this band broke up actually, even though they're brother and sister. Right. Man City, Bayern. Real Betis in 24th. Oof. Slot. What's going on? Second in the Liga. You were top. What's happened? Competitive, to be fair. I won't have too much of a bash at you about that. You've still got my stack squad too. You are absolutely doing what you did at Liverpool IRL here. You go from one club one season before you can ruin it. New job, that's what Slot's doing here. Right. Bayern is one of his former clubs. So Fabi at left back, otherwise it's a first choice-ish team. Yeah, Mitchell's still a touch dicey, so we'll go Blades in good form at right. Otherwise, first choice. So let's hopefully at home do a job. Just our away form so far, it's becoming a little bit sketchy, although that was the case last season, and we still won the league by 12 points. Mainly because Chelsea are massive bottlers, but hopefully that stays. I got Buwadi. I didn't look at that team too much, actually. Should have. It is going to be a good lineup for Bayern here. Weather, it's Manchester. We used to a bit of bad weather. Look, they're very good, but hopefully we can play well. So, in we go. What is this Bayern team? I'm expecting a few of my former lads. They've got Golob. Bakira Buwadi is a sick midfield with Nwaneri out left as well. And I think, didn't actually see who was up top. I presume it's McGuinness. That is a good team. Probably the biggest test we've had so far, actually. At least from outside of England. I mean, it's our first season in Europe. That's not the biggest statement in the world, Sean. But at City, anyway. These guys look decent. They've got McGuinness up top. They do. I can see him there, number 30. Horrific squad numbers for a starting team in the Champions League. But anyway, in we go. Let's hopefully do one on them. Is that? No, okay. I thought they had pinched a Liverpool player there too briefly, but it's just another guy with an afro, a very similar number. But let's if we get some points here, we're in a great spot early. Having already got a couple of wins on the road. Bell grub early yellow. Not ideal, but it's not the worst actually. It's probably good that we have to take him off early coming back from recent injury. Now a free kick here. Can we do something? No, because we're apparently midgets and we just... What is that header? Oh, the headers in the game this year are so weird. We're on the attack there. I can't even blame the whole defence. Oh, thank goodness he hit the post. he was about to go to Mars with some of what we were doing there. Although Fabio's not helped it there. Direction of headers does not make much sense. Especially with players with quite good decision making and the likes. As Lebehe comes at us here. Another thing to maybe keep an eye on. If we, the people who do 27 testing, just like key highlights not being key. Because that didn't feel like a key one. I'll be honest there. Don't know if we need to see that bloke run the ball into touch without much else happening. And we're on the ball. Can we actually do something good? Piver. No, he's a bit off it at the moment. He had the good game against Sunderland, but so did everyone. Onadira. He's putting pressure on him. It's in Piver again. And now McGuinness against his former team. I don't like that. Felipe, defend properly, please. This is not defending properly. That was not defending properly. 1-0 down. Tell you what, this might be our first home loss in about 60 games coming up here. We've built up a very good home record, but Piver just must love a bit of buying or something, because he is he's seeing red today instead of sky blue. And Felipe, yeah, it's not great. And Piver's kind of trying to help, but not doing a good job. 1-0 down. Used up too many goals on Sunderland, didn't we? Although Ginka being Liverpool, so I feel less bad now. But again, getting shots off, but none on target. What is Chicane up to in these couple of games? Right. How is Martins on us? I suppose I'll take him off, but I would have thought Piver was the one. And I've got to get Chicane off. As mental as it is. And Belgium. Medina's not on. Why is it the player opposite of what I would have expected from the highlights I've seen? Like, I would have thought Piver was on a poorer rating than Martins, and that Felipe would have been on a worse rating than Medina, but apparently not. Yeah, screw it. We'll get where'd you go? Funes. Who is right? No, he's a lefty. Cool. Right, we'll do a switchy. Okay. Yeah, better guys. Come on. I don't know what we've decided to do since the Sunderland game, but it's pretty woeful. We've got a shot on target that's helpful. It at least gives us a chance of, equalising, lads. Only one more sub that we can use. Leber here, yellow. Awesome. That was really useful. That sub. Okay, I was going to maybe make this one anyway, but Blades has got injured. So Mitchell, coming back from injury himself, will come on. What can we do? What can we do? I'll leave it for the moment. I'm tempted to go be more disciplined. That sometimes works. And gets us goals. Even when I'm trying to kill games for reasons. But Bayern are kind of doing a number on me here. I say kind of. It was Piver just giving the ball away left, right, centre. And yet not getting a rating downgrade. That's got to be off. And it is. Misses the target anyway. Okay. Still 1-0 Bayern. To be fair, it's been a pretty average game, isn't it? They're not playing amazingly. Demand more, fellas. Right. We have demanded more. We still see this corner. Let's do something. No, we suck at set pieces. Trujillo, though, keeps it in, thank goodness. Back to Santos. Trujillo. Oh, that was tight. The player who's got the best chances in both our last 2 games. And the fact he hasn't scored, a little bit annoying. Let's not be quite so narrow and be a little bit more like that. Change things slightly and see what works. Maybe we'll go back to this. Okay, right. Got to go attacking late. Okay, that is maybe our first loss at home in this entire... Actually, no, it's not. We bottled one against Birmingham back in the Champo. Pretty poor game, and the giveaways by Pivot proved costly as Bayern do us 1-0, so we've just hit a bit of a rough patch here. No, we're just bad. Yeah, we shouldn't have won that match. We were just bad. So that there, Bayern with the win. Admittedly, we've got a weaker team than we were in the Championship, I still feel. And we only were given 13 million for winning the domestic treble, so I shouldn't maybe be that surprised by that result. Yeah. That's a shame after a couple of away wins. And of course, it was our former player who forced a move on us. Admittedly, to Galatasaray, not to Bayern, but still. But yeah, no, it doesn't really seem. Apparently, we were doing all the fouling, which is interesting. Blades. All right, 2 to 3 weeks with him gone, so the changes continue. Mitchell should be fit again now. And Georgiev, he's also injured. Let's give a call up to Mr. Caserta, who is still transfer listed, but was our backup behind Mitchell last season, so at least we aren't going to lose too much there. But slight rough patch off the back of a pumping of Sunderland. Just started to not score goals. But Newcastle at home next. That's hopefully a chance for us to get on it. They are 17th. Okay. Bit of a wild one there for the Geordies. Maybe a preview of what's coming up this IRL season. New gate receipt record. Lovely. That's helpful, I suppose, with the money situation. Right, what do they do? Mid-block. Good. This might be what's been stuffing us up anyway. We'll play through their press then. Or their lack of a press. Yeah, no, they can have him. New Zealand. John, we don't need you here. You can represent New Zealand and be good for them. Go be an all white. Or an all black if you prefer rugby. But yeah, I don't think we're going to need you in the England setup, mate. Just quietly. Watch him pop up at the World Cup next year and somehow take a point off us in the group stage or something. Okay, so we should get a good chance to bounce back here. Given the table, we don't need to know about England injuries right now. we go? Oh, 8 o'clock again. I mean, those last 2 games were up to sweet FA, weren't they? So we are going to probably get a bit further than I thought we would tonight. Another hour of the stream to go. Then, because I'm down in New Zealand, yeah, I have to go to bed. Chill out for a bit, then go to bed. But still got a wee while yet, guys. Training's pretty good. So it's not that. Was dynamics weird? Dynamics are great. Probably the best I've been since we got here. Okay, just a wee weird rough patch. We are still in a decent spot. Just a bit annoying that we've dropped a home game in the Champions League. Bit of a reality check for us there, maybe, because I don't think we're that good on the European scale of things. Like, this team is nowhere near the quality we had with Batiste when we won that, and also lost the final to Spurs. Okay, who is Pal? You look okay. Like, what's your potential? Why? Like, I need to know about. We'll discuss it. He wants to represent the USA. Okay, how? It's 18. Like, you're playing a bit of championship. I reckon USA might maybe be able to have you, mate. Yeah, that's fine. Go the American. Luke Edwards, you do have a bit of potential. Right, we'll try and keep you. See what he does. And Jonesy, no, you go be a Kiwi, bro. Actually, no, wait, it's someone different. He doesn't look great, though, does he? He might be good. He's also Welsh. We'll just lie. Right, okay. Let's get on that, man. Keep an eye on my English players. It's your job while I'm managing City. I can't keep an eye on everything. So that's why I hide all you scouts. Holy Reskin. No, we've lost that. But just a casual 5 goals. Bit concerning about our defence. Medley, we have pinched a few. Thank you for the follow, Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much, my man. Sure, bro, indeed. Right. Are we game time yet? No. They have received a takeover approach. Newcastle. Okay. So we are at home. Newcastle. Prediction now live. Coming to this off back of a draw and a loss where we haven't scored, so a touch concerning, but these guys are 17th, which is prime position for a takeover. I tell you what, bit of a big one here if we win this, isn't it? Liverpool have lost to West Brom in 5th. Hello. Brentford have knocked off Arsenal and Leeds have knocked off West Ham. Some late goals there to help us out. So, yeah, guys, no pressure here. But we are now playing 19th. And we can go 7 clear. So let's not F this up, eh? So these two are injured. And Mitchell's good for a full game. So good timing. All right, come on, guys. You've been awful last 2 games. Let's get our mojo back before I probably rotate heavy against Rotherham in the cup. Yeah, revenge. That sounds good. Get some on frickin' Hinchcliffe. That absolute traitor, leaving me on a free. No, we're professionals. There's no easy matches. Man U. Oh, I tell you what, Forest are tricky. Don't want to suck up to Man U. Jeez, trying to get me in trouble there, media man. Right, they're rocking the 4-2-2-2. Kusanov at the back. The man from Uzbekistan. The White Wolves. Is that the one at City in real life? But here we are at the Etihad, hopefully looking for our first win in 3, this would be. Hopefully get our goal scoring touch back, just gone missing those last couple. Against Bayern, somewhat understandably. And Wolves, definitely not understandably. But away we are here. Gallagher on it early for Newcastle, but nothing from that. Now we are on the ball. Medina out to Belgium. Picks out Martins. Santos. Oh, he held back a shot there. He does like a long shot, despite the discouragement I've turned on. Oh, wow. That's a choice of save there from the Newcastle goalie. Just a little trick move to get that just about an inch wide of the post. Can't do anything from the set piece, although Chicane does find Mitchell. Chicane gets it back. And he's missed. Oh, no. Another save from their keeper. That one a bit more conventional somehow, even with the dive. But encouraging start. We're still not scoring though, so that's a little concerning, especially with our lad with 20 composure and 18 finishing, having one saved. Trujillo. Oh, that's good from you. That's good from you. But a bit more Mexican magic. Okay, yeah, can we not shoot from there? You're 3 games in a row, Trujillo, and you haven't really gone close in any of those situations. But we are getting shots off here and most on target, so I suppose that's an improvement. Oh, no, this is not FMing time. Off the post, okay, sure. The most loopy shot of all time. And we need a bit of luck to get away with it. Uh-oh, that's a long ranger. Okay, Simon. Goodness me. Encourage time, I think. There's Newcastle come back at us, and now we try and get on the attack. Too much on that one for Mitchell. Sapenders, who has a good start, despite the very interesting first save. Hoofs it deep. We should deal with this. And we do, thanks to Fabi Piver. Good passing today. Mitchell, Chicane, hopefully stayed on. Hopefully stayed on. I'm not sure about this one. It's a lovely first time finish. Oh, yes, Chicane. Beautiful finish from the captain. Oh, he timed the run perfectly. It is very close. I think he's like a toe on. And it's a lovely first time finish. Penders wasn't expecting that, just talked him up. That was probably the closest one to him so far. And we've got a lead which could give us a nice little gap on top of the Prem. And hopefully turn around this slightly average run we've just played ourselves into. There's Santos up to Trujillo, drifting in from the left. Bell Grubb's got space on the right. Mitchell. Santos again. Chicane. Trujillo. Oh, the passing. Trujillo's through this time. That's the one to shoot from. Pretty stuck in sand and concrete there from Penders again, but 2-0. This is more like it. Better here from Man City. Just does the number 5 who just doesn't have the pace and just low and sort of hard past Penders. And 2-0, bang on halfway through the half. Nice stuff, fellas. Now let's make sure we hold on to this 2-goal lead, but at least until the half. Let's not give them way back into it. Fabi on the attack, trying to pick out Trujillo, can't. Oh, and we might have overcommitted. No, Fabi recovers well there. They kept that Newcastle. They might have the numbers on us. But nice little dink over the top there for Belgium. And the short passing. Trujillo. Good save from Penders just to tip it high and wide. 7.8. He is having a good game there, goalie. But can we still put free past him in the first half? A throw-in. Going back to Felipe. Santos. Barbie. Quick little 1-2. Oh, I think Mitchell's off there. And he was. And he's bottled it anyway. So, cool key highlight. But yeah, this is a lot better stats-wise than what we had in those last 2 games. Although, as I say that, this is a concerning time for a free kick. Simon. Bro. Yeah, I've got to accept that goalkeepers this year are just very random. Even if you have been voted the world's best goalkeeper. Would have loved a replay of that, FM, just quietly. Would have loved to have seen how he's managed to stuff that up and put it in the back of his own net. But yeah, 2-1 in a game that we were comfortably in control of. And Dennis Simon's gone and blown his load there. So, yeah. Oh, Right, let's hope that doesn't prove costly, because otherwise it was a pretty good half. All he had to do was just catch it or punch it clear semi-decently, and instead he's flopped around on the ground and put it in the back of his own net. I am so sick of him. Belgrub's got a potential injury, so we'll look at that shortly. There's chicane. Can hopefully find Mitchell. Let's get a goal here and get our 2-goal lead back, guys. We should be 2 in front. Martins. Let's make sure we keep the ball here, guys. I don't want to concede while we're down the man. Okay, at the post. Why does it feel like I'm about to get just screwed here? I'm not sure. I don't think a great deal. Don't think Tame Impala comes here a heap. We'll make that sub of Belgrub for Lever here. Just to be safe, because he looked in a bit of a bad way there on the touchline before. Wouldn't be a bad one to go to. Problem is, I've got to travel for all the music stuff here. I'm not in a big town. Either got to drive to Christchurch or fly to Wally. And it's usually Auckland that has the stuff, the big things anyway. Now, I'll explain FM to a non-football fan. Like The Sims for football. It's probably not a great example, is it? But that's probably the most. And that would only work if they knew about games. Oh, come on, Trujillo. Yes, there we are. Right, 3-1. Yeah. Yes, it's not really true, is it? Because at least you can actually control your people in The Sims. I don't play the games, but I tell the people what to do. And I spend fake money. Yeah, you know, it'd be a bit difficult, wouldn't it? Legitimately, I might just stick with The Sims for football. Even though it's probably not the best example. Should have seen the traffic, got there 5 seconds. Oh, jeez, was it busy, Alexander? Busy one in Scotland. Well, Edinburgh, wasn't it? Still Scotland, but yeah. Right, come on, Mitchell. Let's get a goal back in you. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened there. Hopefully Medina has scored, because our centre-back scores stuff all, so that'd be quite nice. Even if it's the most crappy goal you would have seen of all time. It will be, and 4-1. Lovely. No replay again, but short. Right, let's get some guys off here while this is under control. Let's just do that for the moment. Right. But thankfully, Simon Hell is not going to cost us here. Is Trujillo going to keep this in? He does. Piver back to Fabi. Lieber here. Oh, go on, Lieber here. Oh, Lieber here. Oh, if that went in, that would have been a goal and a half. Trujillo on a hat-trick's down to a red. Oh. Can we give him a hat-trick, guys, before he goes off? Not shooting like that. Got one more sub I need to make, so I'll wait for someone else to crash out here. And it's Piver. Right. Sorry, Trujillo, but you're kind of important. But at least we're going to bounce back here, because admittedly was a bit worried after Simon had his moment before half-time, but we've done well. Got our goal-scoring touchback. And this is going to give us a quite good gap on top of the Prem, at least for the moment. So in a good spot, despite having drop points to Wolves and West Ham. Chicane will make it 5. No VAR check, even though it looked like I was about to get one for a second. Much better today. Much better. Either score a heap or none. Just feeling like today. Oh, the rugby stadium. Was it? What, Murrayfield? You should be able to trust New Zealand to know their rugby stadiums. Oh, we're going to make it 6. No, off the post there from Medina, looking for a double. So this is going like the Sunderland game late. We've got a mega lead and we're getting a bunch of highlights just for the sake of it. Yeah, that's a pretty obvious foul there from Jose Maria. Yellow card. Are we going to see the free kick? No. Okay. Although we may as well have, because only a minute later. Right, can we make it 6-1? Are we going to match what we did to Sunderland? Caserta. Oh, Martins had a bit of space. Took on the shot. Well over. So I think it's going to stay at 5-1. And there we go, eventually. So that gives us a nice little gap on top, even though Simon had a stinker. It's 5-1. I'll say it. Yeah, I better say it was good. the home track bullies we are at the moment. Yeah, not sure about that, Harvey. It was all right. Yep. Look, I want to keep him fit. Don't need any more injuries. Still not sure about Chelsea and Blackburn. So Blackburn doing us a favour there could be quite nice. And that'll give us a 7-point gap. That's a minor for Belgrub, so that is good. We took him off when we did. Heidenreich is getting all angry. What was Heidenreich's finishing move? Because he might be about to do that on the VAR team. Honestly, I can't say I remember Heidenreich much for his wrestling. It was more the name. But Rotherham up next, EFL Cup. So we are going to rotate here for this because we should really be able to against the League One team. But yeah, we'll see. Chelsea. Oh, this is what a match day for us. That is just quietly. No, that's the complete wrong use of term. I'm saying it on stream loudly. About every result we could have hoped for has gone our way. Like, West Brom would have been below Liverpool before that match day. Same with Brentford Arsenal. Leeds knocking off West Ham's a huge upset. And Chelsea getting done by my former lad from FC Tokyo, Shin Tanabe. Things you'd love to see. That is a very, very nice match day for us. We go 7 clear, albeit with a game in hand. But still. And admittedly, Man U have actually got 2 in hand, so they could close that quite a bit. But good results for us there. Who is Iglesias, just quietly? I mean, it's probably fair. It's not that wild a statement. Oh, Nico Paz getting absolutely ruined in the press after that. Right, Rotherham, surely we can. It's Rotherham, we can surely play through the press. Leipzig's De Silva got the Ballon d'Or. That was another job that popped up actually in the off season. I think actually I say Bayern. I think it was just that one that popped up, wasn't it? But yeah, Leipzig got the Ballon d'Or winner from France. Oh, maybe we should have thought about that one. Very good player. 25 too. Oh, he's still got time. Right, wait, 8:20 is that all? Oh, should we get Everton tonight as well? Probably. At least, unless we get too many England items popping up for weird reasons. But a bit of EFL Cup as we're trying to defend everything apart from the Champions League this season. But we'll give our rotation a crack here. Got to do it at some stage, and yeah, this is going to be it with Everton and Porto away off the back of this. Wanting to bounce back from that Bayern defeat in the Champions League, so let's hopefully do that there. So we'll give our guys a rest before the first team is at least starting wise a rest here before a trip to the big new stadium, the old Hill Dickinson. Although it won't be that new in game, will it? About 14 years old. They are 20th though, Everton. Forest have got Man U. Yeah, come on, Forest. They'll make this week beautiful. This week of Premier League fixtures, if you can knock off Man U or even a draw. I'll take a draw. Pray to the spirit of Chris Wood. Okay, no, that didn't work. He probably hasn't died yet, that's wishful. In game. It's probably a bit early for Chris Wood to 5-0. They're a little bit worrying this year. They're kind of like us. They do pull out a couple of like right batterings, but also go a bit crap at times. Hmm. Still got a 5-point gap though, but just that one game in hand now. Wolves knocking off Spurs. The Spurs are having a bit of a stinker. Nagelsmann might be in trouble there. All-Star 11. What is the All-Star 11 for? Oh, Asian All-Star 11. Okay, I'm guessing there's some Onodera in this maybe then. We'll scout it probably though, because you can get some sneakies on these sort of ones. And he was selected. Lovely. Right. We'll scout everyone just because might be a cheap gem in here somewhere. And now coaching, we should be good here. Kind of like it when my players cut inside. I don't like making them stick to one side, the wingers. Seems like a bit of a dumb one. We'll skip that because we're about to rotate quite a bit. So we'll go Mino in goal, get a bit of Leber here. Funes is a lefty, so we'll chuck Say out that way. Reyes in the DM. Mason up top. Yonazawa left. Caserta right. Onodera. The Casserole. Have I missed anything? Oh, yeah. And also Rose Langford out left. That was the other. Because Fabi is in there for the injured Georgiev. Right. So a pretty solid rotation. I might even. Actually, no, I won't. I was going to put Sheep Station on the bench, but we might just. We'll keep all the big guns on there. So a full rotation against League One opposition, surely, is going to be a safe things to do. Cool. So we'll see if we actually do call him up, but he's available. Right, we got here the 4th round of the EFL Cup. Yep, so that's what we're in. Chelsea is really like, and Man U the way they're going, and Aston. Okay, there's a couple of big teams still left, but they were a fair few taken care of in the previous round. So it's going to be interesting. Chelsea just get over Mansfield. Derby knock out Bournemouth. QPR do Tremere Pens, and Leicester knock out Reading. Who's Jose Fonseca? We know about him. Okay, we don't need to scout him then. Has he got a few? Really? I suppose, but that seems like a weird thing to do against Rotherham assistant. But sure, we'll bypass the press if you think it makes sense. We have played terribly the last 2 games. We've done that though. Right, so we're going to do a who goes through here. So this will include the whole shebang. We haven't done one of these for a while, so I need to sort that. We are at home too. Oh, should have this under control then, even with the rotation. Watch this now go to penalties. We did go to pens a few times last season. It's less of Grimsby, so yeah. All right, Jones is staying. Cool, cool, cool. We saved just before, right? Get through this, and hopefully it's not going to take too long. We can get the Everton game in as well, but that actually took a bit longer in between. So I will chuck Santos there. Actually, no, no, because they can both cover. Yeah, rock that team and see how the backups go here. It's a chance to impress me, which they should do against League One opposition. Otherwise, they're in trouble. Home form, lads. Talk to the media. Bella Brody from the Athletic. Yeah, I should be confident against Rotherham. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Shouldn't be a problem. We won it last year, so hopefully we can win it again this year. The Energy Drink Cup. Can we keep our defence alive? You'd hope so, wouldn't you? Yeah. You'd hope so against wannabe Arsenal. Oh, they've got Mohawks as well. That's even more reason to beat them, lads. They think they're tough. There we go. That's the start, Rose Langford. I want to see you impressed because you're not a million miles away from the England squad. So when you do get game time, please make the most of it. Actually develop a bit. And then I might be forced to play you a bit more. Okay, this is good. Lieber here, Caserta. Just in the byline. Back for Lieber here. How did that not get tipped over? A corner of all things. Thought someone might have bundled that through, but no. It's alright. On the attack early, that wasn't the greatest little header forward there from Yonezawa. So Rotherham get a chance to build from the back here. McDonald out to Seaton. Berniers actually won that, despite looking like he touched it with his hand. Right, I think Mason's off here. I think this won't count, and it won't count. No, that looked far too good to be true. So still 0-0. No VAR at this early stage. A bit of encouragement because we are playing well, just the end product. Let's not do what we did against Bayern and Wolves here, lads. Admittedly, we didn't play very well in those games. We're playing better in this one, as you'd expect. Just need a bit of polishing of the turd that's our finishing currently. They hoof this deep. Chakasay actually wins a header. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm not sure how he kept that because that Rose Langford pass looked destined for a Rotherham player. Reyes. Oh, okay, that was interesting. But the shot goes just over the bar. Made that a little bit more complicated than it maybe needed to be. 2-1 Man U over Everton. Now 3-1, so Man U are safe. Should be. Rose Langford has taken a knock. We'll try and deal with that at the half, if it's too bad. Now we'll demand more, because only one shot on target, guys. It's a little bit pathetic. Looking at the wingers on your 6.5s, got 1 minute to get into the sheds here with a lead. McDonald goes short, put good pressure on. Okay, they're going to bypass the press. Nice touch there from Reyes. Yeah, play the ball for Onadira. Right, surely. There we go, the casserole. Let him cook, even though he didn't. It was a heat-up meal, that wasn't it? It wasn't really a Michelin star sort of preparation. That. And from the Japanese lads, there was some good knife skills there to carve through the opposition, but the casseroles just had to literally just press the button there. Just always had to do his point on the start button of the microwave. He's given us the 1-0 lead, which thankfully we get because would have been pretty yuck not to be winning this. We'll get the halftime whistle shortly. Seaton goes deep. Bernie has to tidy things up. Come on, referee. I know this is going to be nothing, so let's just get into halftime. There we go, right. 1-0. Just before the half. It's been okay. We'll keep these guys out here now we're winning. Going well, but definitely can play better. Looking at you guys up front. And into it we go. Hopefully put the hammer down in the second half a bit more, so I can keep my first teamers fresh for Everton. Right, Rose has taken another knock there, so we will make a sub Fabi for him. Second time has gone down in this game. With a bruised ankle, according to the side thing. And a free kick not long after. Yonezawa. Oh, and there for Say. Oh, it's a lovely free kick routine. And Chaka Say, of all the goals for a centre-back to score, that was not the one I expect from a set piece, but fair play. That is a good finish from the Ivorian. Just hooks it in top right bins. Gets out the archer as well. Loved a bit of that. Chiapata Isterica. One question. When can I set the under 18 use the same tactic? I thought they did already, but if you might have to do the look at who your manager is and what formations they like for that team. So you probably look at the under 18 manager and try and get one that plays the same formation as you do if it's not already happening. So you might have to do some staff stuff there. So they'll be in the staff area. And I think generally, yeah, minutes and good ratings. I think they'll still improve a little bit even if they're not getting good ratings, but good ratings do help. But I'm not 100% on the second part of that. But definitely, if you're not happy with the tactic they're playing, make sure the manager's doing the same shape as you want them to be by finding one that likes that same shape. Ideally both in and out of position, but probably mainly in position. That's a bad pass there from Leber here. Caserta's having a bit of a stinker actually at right wing, isn't he? A 6.3, but don't really want to sub him. Having just lost Blades to injury. So keep that in, so maybe got a chance here. Reyes. Big switch out to Fabi. Yonezawa holds it up. Ondera. Japanese connection with Reyes, the Honduran. Good pickup for only a couple of 100k. Caserta just bagged him. And, yep, it still stands because he hasn't scored that. Decent save from McDonald with his farm, but yeah, not a great display from Caserta. But at this point, we'll just leave the lads out there. Save our guys up for Everton, which I'll try and sneak in tonight, but we'll see how much time goes in between games. On a Dera free kick. They decide to let that go out for a goal kick, which is a choice. But he scored a bit of a ripper from the free kick, so we'll cop that. It was solid from our backups. We probably should have done better there, let's be honest. And Aston Villa and also through, so not much giant killing going on there, but it's a W for us, which is the main thing. And gives our first teamers mostly a rest as well. Oh, look, it was all right, Lacey. Good time to score. Yep, awesome. Right, 2-0. Can we please avoid Man U in this competition for once? No, I've beat them last year, but yeah, don't want to play them 3 years in a row. Who wants Simon? Leo, please bid good money and wait till I can actually afford to sell him. As we switch out the team, injury, got to remember that. Right, that looks pretty good. Oh, Medina, there we go. And Furniers goes on the bench instead of Say. Right. Blades, get him into rehab. Same with Rosie. And how's George? Is he close? No. Okay. Sweet. Didn't even see a notification for the injury, so it can't be too bad there on Rose Langford. So we've got a Saturday game. Hopefully it won't take us too long to get to this, and we can wrap up after that tonight. We'll check the net debt another time. Bunch of awards of people on our shortlist. Martins, Young Player of the Month for that Sunderland hat-trick mostly. Yep, we try and burn through the England stuff right now. Do not give me more emails about people trying to switch, because that feels like it's what held us up before. Yeah, 20th in the league. If I hope we absolutely run right over them here. Yeah, right. Switch back. Where we got? QPR. I'll take QPR. I will happily take QPR in the EFL Cup. So that is Championship, isn't it? Would they get relegated? No, but they might be this year. Okay, that's not a bad draw. Can hopefully keep rotating for a bit in that company. Oh, Man U, Chelsea, get in. Right, that's a great draw for us. Great draw. One of the good teams will get knocked out there. Take that all day long. Yeah. Away at Everton. Are we going to play for a press here probably? Yes. Do it then. Arsenal leads. I mean, Arsenal at bottom half, which is a bit wild. Mikel might be in trouble down in 12th. So I'm glad these songs didn't come on when I was playing it as England. I like a bit of Twin Atlantic, but it'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? While I'm managing England. They have just got out of that there, Arsenal. All the way up to 6th. But that is tougher than they would have imagined, I'd say. The red card helping them out massively. Right, we'll squeeze this game in, guys, and that'll do it for tonight, because we're on the match day now. We should be sweet. We are on the road. There it is, right. Everton, top v bottom. Don't do me at the end of today's stream, FM. Oh, money, lots of money. What was that? Oh, we need money, right? What? More Champions League TV rights? Oh yes, right. We'll check that later. Oh, right, we've got to do it. Been a while. Got to make that louder, don't I? But we get the awards. Oh, good on you, Mitchell. Right. Man U, Brentford, Villa, Birmingham, West Ham, Leicester. Okay, there's a lot of... Man U might have the toughest game, and that is still not saying a lot there. So I'm expecting the teams are, well, behind us by less than others to do a pretty good job here. We got a lot of help on the previous match day. I don't think we're going to get it here. Okay, that's interesting though. West Ham copped a red. Oh, Villa lost. Okay, it's just Man U really now. It's becoming a bit of a Manchester race for the title. Quick save, and we'll play a bit and wrap things up there for tonight. Let's try and keep 5 clear of them, albeit they've still got the game in hand. But yeah, could be a Manchester title race here, shaping up early. Top v bottom. Come on, lads. Who do I see was a bit naked? Rose Langford, why are you so... All right, we'll put Sheep Station on the bench then. That injury must have been semi-severe. Not sure why nothing popped up post-game, because you really are struggling fitness-wise there. So here we go. Gonna be honest, apart from Shara Hilly's a former player I rage sold because he cost me a game in the championship back when. Otherwise, I've got not much idea about the Everton team, so this should be one that we can hopefully beat. If I lose to Shara Hilly, I won't be very happy. Simone, Chelsea, I'll just concentrate on my own team. Tommy Mitchell, yeah, he's playing well, and yeah, it's all him. Nothing to do with me signing him, putting him in a position that suits him. No, it's all him. That's what we say publicly anyway. Of course, it's all me. 2 awards, really. I should get 2 awards from that evening. But top v bottom. Will Everton give Man U a helping hand? Or can we get that lead back out to 5 points after 10 games of the Prem played? Rocking the yellow ball in the rain here on Merseyside. We're hopefully wearing black for their funeral. And away we go. Private going forward early. Belgium. Okay. Nothing doing from the opening highlight, but it should be a game we can do well in. And we've got an early corner, Trujillo. What can he do? Floats it far post. His body's there. Oh, Fabi won't be able to help himself. Too much under it. Didn't test Astrolaga. Do still see the goal kick though, so maybe there's more coming. Come on, Chicane, put some... Get up at them. Get up at them, fellas. Okay, they've actually done well there. Pressure, lads, pressure. Good press, please. Ferreira. Oh, okay, they're doing all right playing out from the back here, Everton. Right, win that, win that. No, Fabi, that's not good from you. Now you're out of position, aren't you? You recovered all right. Domingos. Good header away. Why have we stopped running there, you two? Right, get back out and deal with this, Fabi. Simon, he better be off there, because what was that jump, bro? The game's taking the piss if it's giving you the world's best goalkeeper still. Oh my lord, Simon. Dude, go to like... I'm not sure you're good enough for the A-League, bro. What is this? Like, what are you doing? Oh my days. Right, 1-0 down to Everton. Because Dennis Simon's freaking useless. What is it about Dennis Simon? I've got to get rid of him. Right, Chicane. Let's pull this back, guys. Oh, jeepers, that was an interesting pass. Felipe, Medina. Someone make the run. Oh, okay, we're right. Well, that payback, 1-1. Turns out both goalkeepers are just going to stinkers this game, because that was horrific from Astrolager as well. I thought it was a very speculative shot here from Mitchell. I was waiting for a run, probably from chicane. Like, how much of a read does he need there? That is right. We're seeing some pretty awful goalkeeping to start this one. Luckily, one for each team, so it's fair at the moment. Encourage, I guess. Both goalkeepers being on a 6.6 is incredibly generous. I swear the game was taking the piss when it gave the World Golden Glove to Simon, though. Like, dead set, he has been one of my worst signings in the entire save. We had to sign someone because PSG triggered a release clause for our previous one, but jeepers. It's Mitchell. He's somehow a Premier League winner. Okay, they parked the bus there. We will get it back, but I dare say that block shot was the highlight. Santos. Yep. Nothing doing off that long ball over the top. Dominating now, though, so that's good. Just that one shot they got off where, yeah, Simon dove out the way, or whatever he was trying to do. Right, Medina heads it forward. Mitchell, well placed. The former Chelsea man in the box. He looked to square it. Oh, okay. Jeez, there's some weird goals in this one. Trujillo makes it 2-1. Try not to complain, but some of these goals are odd. Don't hate the cross there because he is wide open, but yeah. I mean, I suppose he's put that into the ground. It's the least weird goal I've seen in this game. 2-1. Oh, don't give them one back now. I know the vibe I'm getting from this game. And it's like a 6-5 of just immense frustration. Pintoletti. If you can win the ball off him so he gets a red card, that'd be quite nice, lads, if he does something dumb. Hey, yes, Dennis. Lovely work. Use those gloves. It's not like it's your job or something, is it? Great work. That's why you're the world's best goalkeeper. Now I see it. He's caught a cross. Unbelievable scenes. Bell grub. Oh, awful pass. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have celebrated so soon. He might be forced to do something again here shortly. Oh, okay. No Martins. Good little bit of work there. Switch. Trujillo's through. Trujillo's through. The goalkeeper's made a save. Oh, they're both showing up all of a sudden. Still 2-1. Got a lead now. And well and truly on the front foot. Just, yeah. I mean, yeah. Is it be quite a fair scoreline? Let's be real. The way that both first goals were scored. Unconvincing, to say the least, that first half, but we've got a 1-goal lead. Now, anyone a bit knackered? No, they're all fit and fresh and playing well enough. Address the team. Going well can do better, because you definitely can against bottom of the frickin' league. And let's make sure we pick up all 3 points here. Hold on to it. Get a good gap over those, you know, what's in red. Those little devils. Popping a few set pieces against us here, which is a touch concerning. But they haven't had a lot of shots from them, so I suppose that's all right. Now, Mitchell yellow is going well, but it's a good excuse to get him off here for, yeah, I suppose, Caserta. Keep him saved up for Porto. Suppose we praise it with a 2-1 lead, even though we've been a bit average. And a free kick, right chicane. Right there, right in that lady's face. No, wrong side, mate. I told you where to put it. Told you where to put that. Good save from their keeper, to be fair. Right, no one's playing too badly here. Arguably chicane on a 6.6. Quite arguably chicane. Yeah, we might get him off for Mason. And Martin's a bit tired. Casserole was a goal scorer in that previous game, so we'll get a couple of people on here. And keep an eye on fitness around that. Fubby. So we might change the wing backs. It seems like a smart thing. So Tommy the Sheep. Hopefully it's a beautiful game. And yeah, we'll go both wing backs as we start to try and time waste a little bit. Come on, hang on, lads, hang on. You have well and truly outplayed them. We probably should have 3 goals. Let's make it 3 now, Trujillo. Yep, keep the ball. We've got a lot of players in space here, guys. That was not the option pivot, but we get away with it because they are parking the bus, it seems. Right, Lieber here. Okay, that was a poor attempt. Oh, that's not what I was going to do this, actually, game. Thank you. Can't praise yet. Let's not stuff it up, lads. Just 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Okay, get away with that, Simon Howler. Admittedly, quite a fair 1-0 game. Well, 1 goal game, as I said, because both goalies just threw in a bit of a stinker there to start things off. But 2-1 on an away win. We'll cop that the way we've been on the road tonight. So, decent. Got a good gap on top of the Prem. Hopefully, when we come back on Saturday, we can start to get back up that Champions League table a little bit. And yeah, a good spot in the Prem anyway. We've got a pretty good gap over anyone not named, well, Man U and to a certain extent Chelsea, because they have actually beat Newcastle. But getting some helpful results there, so that is good. But we'll wrap it up there for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, drop a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, a follow if you enjoyed it here on Twitch. Just get to this so I can make sure I rest so I don't forget this. I've got a dash, so we probably won't do a raid tonight. Yeah, quick, many. Who's live in the category? No, we'll be right. Yeah, we'll skip it for tonight, guys, and I'll be back on Saturday. So 3 PM my time. I think that's still 4 AM for you guys in the UK. And we'll pick things up from here. We'll have a bit of both, actually. After the West Brom game, I think we've got a window of England. We do. So we'll play those. Not that there's a lot riding on those 2 games, because we're already safely through the quarters of the Nations League. But it'll be another dual action one, a little bit more England than you got tonight. And hopefully get November just done and dusted. But yeah, cheers for coming today, guys. I will catch you all on Saturday afternoon, hopefully. Until then, keep safe, guys. Hope everything goes well for you. And bye-bye. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.